episode where what's real will be talked about.
That music, I'm telling you, every time.
I don't think they understand.
They do something.
I guess you gotta know the creator of the tune.
Come
you know what I'm saying? To understand the rock of it. What's up, brother?
What's happening with you? You doing all right?
I am. Hi guys. And welcome to this week's episode of Crucial Convos.
Hey.
I am your girl F.l.o.r.
And this is I, Emery.
And we come to you another week to keep it 100 about the things that's going on in real life and our lives too sometimes.
Factual information.
Just saying. So, before we get deep into everything, let us just, go ahead and wish everyone a happy belated Mother's Day.
Absolutely.
We hope you guys enjoyed your Mother's Day.
I know. Now, I told my baby mama.
My bad. I'm sorry.
I don't know what's so funny. This is stuff. This is good stuff right here.
Y'all listen to this shit.
I told my baby mama, happy Mother's Day. She's a great mom. Hallelujah. But it dawned on me that she's a little selfish.
And why do you say that, brother?
Because she wouldn't have been a mother had I not done what I done.
So
I believe some of the Mother's Day credit, amen, hallelujah, to swing this way. Just like a little bit.
Okay. But wait. The only reason why I challenge that is because you done what you done. Kudos, credit. You right. But you ain't go through that heartburn. You ain't go through them backaches. You ain't go through them contractions. You ain't go through them titties hurting. You ain't go through them titties leaking. You ain't had to wear that diaper in the hospital. Okay? So your celebration comes on Father's Day. Period.
I just know I gave them to her, and 9 months later she gave them back. That's what I know.
It was an equal transaction.
I gave them to her though. They had to come from somewhere.
Yeah, her. She had that egg. If she had that egg, that sperm wouldn't matter.
If I had this sperm. Okay.
He needs some milk.
He needs some sperm to make these babies. No, that's definitely a joke.
Yeah, that's been killing me all day.
I know. No, but happy Mother's Day to all of you all on here. Paris, what's up, girl?
What y'all do for Mother's? My husband took me to the casino and let me blow $300.
Shut up.
I thought that was amazing because I love the casino.
Yeah. And you blew it? You ain't win nothing?
Let me tell y'all something that I done that I never do. Right. So usually I'm like not a gambler like that. Like I put my money in and once I win big, I cash out, put some to the side, and then I play with. So if I win like 285, I put the 200 up and play with the 85, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he was on the crap table and this was his first time on the crap table. So he was kind of really, really into it because he was doing well. So I sat there like a dumbass and lost everything that I had won. I put $15 in there and won $200 and lost it all back.
Dang.
Don't judge me. Okay? It was Mother's Day. He didn't say you gotta win. He said have fun. So at 9 o'clock when all my money was gone, I went outside and slept in the car until I was ready to go. Because I was not finna lose my money.
I know that's right, though. At least you get, yeah. All right, I'll take that.
It was a gift, so I didn't lose it. I didn't miss it. None of that. So yeah.
What's
she
up,
said
man?
she cooked brunch. Well, I'm mad you had to cook brunch. I'm sure you done it for Mama Bernice.
Yeah, but her baby's young too. She got a little while before she can really enjoy.
Not really.
You got to do some work up until they can do it for you.
No, not really. Not really.
Why
We
not
better
really?
we better cash in some gift cards or some Uber Eats or we better figure it out. You better save up your allowance for a couple weeks.
All right. That's funny.
You better figure it out. So you ready?
I am ready.
Let's get into it.
Why do we date outside our race? First, let's talk about what does dating outside your race mean?
Um Dating someone of a different ethnicity.
Yeah, plain and simple.
So Caucasian and Hispanic, Latina as they say, you know.
A little
Um
spicy.
yeah, yeah. So just anything other than you, you know.
I know.
I haven't though. You?
I have not.
Oh.
I have never dated outside my race.
What up, Street? What up,
What
soldier?
up, street? What's happening, soldier?
That's quite interesting.
Yeah, another topic where we there's no
Can't relate,
contrast. Mm-hmm.
but we do know of a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, my husband is biracial, so
She's biracial. Remember that
hey,
one little?
hey, uh, uh, um, but that's the closest I've come.
Yeah.
I've never. I think I've never dated outside my race because I'm a little hood. I'm a little ratchet, so I think I'm more scare them off a little bit, or just maybe I'm just not attractive to them at all. You know, which is fine, but. I didn't seen some little sexy country ones too though. Like, don't get me wrong. Like,
All right.
I just ain't never. Plus, I've been married for so long. So,
Yeah.
but why haven't you explored?
Um, I like black women.
Mm,
Yeah, it's a weird. I mean, it's not weird, I guess, but it's just like
what it is?
what it is. Like it's not like some ain't fine or whatever. Or I feel like it would be. I say nigga too much,
Mm-hmm.
and
That'll be awkward.
I would have to probably change that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's one, and that's like a little reason. I know for years my mama was
I was gonna
she
ask you.
she still be on the boys. Um, you know, we live in Bougieville
Mm-hmm.
where there's a lot of that. You know how old
Mm,
people be like these kind
mm,
of people.
mm-hmm. Them
What
them
is
peoples.
that? So, shut up. You can say white people.
Right, right,
It's not offensive no more.
right. It don't make you racist saying white people.
Yeah. But yeah, she be on them still. Mama did not want me talking to white women.
Yeah,
Now their experiences though were just different. So mama grew up in the 50s and 60s,
yeah,
and things was different.
yeah,
White women were different, and I'm sure she's had some encounters or people she loved have had some, not so favorable encounters with
yeah.
the Caucasian persuasion. So she was all around my throat. Don't you bring no white woman in it. I didn't listen. I did not do it because of that neither. I don't want, I love my
Right,
mom
right.
and I'm definitely for the most part, obedient son. I just didn't. Number one, there was not really any
A lot around.
viable candidates where I grew up,
Yeah, yeah,
where we grew up. It just
yeah.
wasn't there. And then that was it. I got grown. I got with my kids' mom when I was 20 or 21 with her till 5, 6 years ago. So
I, it's funny to me how black men, date white women, but they go for the white women who want the braids or and then got the work done on their ass or you know. So I'm confused on what you actually like because the you know outer shape of her, the frame of her, the
Outward
visual.
appearance, yeah,
You feel me? The visual of her is remnants of what you claim not to like.
yeah,
And then they not as dumbfounded as they, used to be, or they're not. It's like they mad ratchet now. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
That's
And
different
and
stuff.
it's like totally different. So I'm confused on, what it is that they actually like. I see some of these comments.
Yeah.
Hey y'all, hey Kia, hey Soldier, hey Street, hey
What up,
y'all.
Kia? I'll say, okay, Street said I did have one chick that was half white and half Mexican. She was cool. She was just too dumbfounded.
Mm.
You really want Oh, that's your real though. I thought that was Marcus with them dang hitting the button. Street says you really want something you can relate to be honest. Same hood, same struggle, same mindset, like stuff like that. 100% agree. Teach his own, but that's one of the major reasons why I haven't been that way myself. Soldier says, thank you. I had to have Mexican, half white experience, but he grew up in Oakland, so he was about the culture. It was a cool experience, but I can't stay in Cali, so it wasn't going to go work long term. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Street
What
said he had a Trini chick. That ain't work out either.
I had a
Was she
Trini.
too rah rah? Street, was he just too much? Like,
Why he
what's up,
answered that?
Italian Pink?
What's up, mom? I had a Trini guy. The culture was just different. You feel me? Like
Yeah.
I don't think love is you slapping me or I ain't about that life. So
Yeesh. So okay, what is a typical reason that you think people would date outside their race?
well prior, it was always said that they were, you know, easier and more lenient and um now I really just think it's a trend. You know what I'm saying? Like just to I guess
Something to
be
do?
like others, right? Like yeah, honestly, just really something to do and to blow something up in somebody else's face to
Yeah.
me.
Hmm.
Cuz like I said, they looking just like sisters now. So what is the difference?
I wouldn't. Maybe the so okay. Marquise Smith, what's happening? I'm joining from Facebook. I would say one of the differences may be just their mindset, their persona, like their personality. So like looks will attract you,
Right.
but they won't keep you.
For sure.
So that may be the biggest difference. Everybody ain't like what's the little bad baby or the little young white girl that be acting all rah rah.
Oh yeah.
Every white person, they don't act like that. There's some that clearly do.
I
Um,
think they switched up over the years. I think they were a little bit more passive and submissive back in the day, but as time has went on, I think they've become a little bit more rah-rah, a little bit more spicy, you know, because I think in their eyes they have to fit the persona that they're trying to look like. So you walk around with yeah, that
yeah,
girl,
that
yeah.
one too. Ain't the same chick?
I think so.
Oh, well,
I
that
think
one,
so.
yeah.
Um I don't think they all like super stupid like that. But
They're
like I'm saying,
not though. That's what I'm
right.
saying. Like dudes don't, men don't like that.
Right.
type of anything. It don't matter what
Right.
color you are. Now you may get a
Smacked up a
date.
little bit. Right. Right. In a fun way.
Don't nobody want that. That's retarded.
But it's funny though because that's what you see though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and then that's another thing too. Let me just officially clear the air. All black women is not mad to see a black man with a white woman. All black women ain't mad. I don't care. Could care less.
You might be in the
Out of here.
minority.
I told you that bitch crazy.
Don't care at all. Like it's just something that I don't even think about because 9 times out of 10, that's not somebody that, I would have been attracted to anyway. So it's not something that I did. I heard it growing up, telling my brothers and, you know, which I don't know if my brother has ever. I'm gonna have to ask him
Text him
because
right quick and ask him on the low.
I wonder if he's ever had him a Becky.
Yeah, that would be something to find out. Now, I've never dated outside of my race, but I've had a visit or two,
Okay, so you've played in the playground.
something like that.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but I've to be dating, never talking, texting, dating, going out, never have so far.
Kia,
But now, what's up?
I Kia said at one point I thought about dating a white guy. I guess I don't know because I don't really think my husband count.
Not as a white guy.
My husband don't count as a white guy.
Mm-mm. And if you got a lick of black in you, you black.
That's the saying, right?
That's just period.
Like
You don't know.
ain't
Yeah,
even got to be a lot.
it don't.
But my
It just what
husband
it
is
is.
mixed. His mother is white and his dad is black. You know, I just I don't know. I I don't know. I think they're a little bit more sensitive and don't mind showing their sensitivity, but do they control their sensitivity? Like that would be my question. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm all for you being vulnerable and sensitive and, me still respecting you as a man, no matter what color you are. Like, I'm just saying. But as a white man or a non-melanated man, let me say that, because that can be of a lots of different
Yeah,
flavors, you know.
yeah.
Um, I don't think mixed people count outside of your race. I don't think so. I mean, I honestly, let me say it like this. I think it depends on the way that that individual was raised.
Mm,
Because I think you have some mixed people that was raised with a black side and their majority, you know, black. Like that's just all they know. And then you have some mixed people that was raised with their white side and that's pretty much all they know. So I
yeah,
really think it depends on how they was raised. My husband was raised with his black side. His grandma raised him, Chicago, South Side. You know what I'm saying? So that's all he know, you know.
yeah. But I would even venture to say that even those mixed kids that um they grow up with their white side, they feel the negative stigma of being black
I agree.
at the school, around their friends, around the neighborhood type of stuff, and maybe sometimes even in their family.
And I think the same happens with them too, because if they're light, really pale with curly hair, but they got a tint of, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like it sucks on both sides, especially
It's just
when
if you got a drop of black in you, you black. That's what they see
right,
you as.
and that's just right what they're gonna identify you as.
In your family, if you grew up on the white side, that's her black baby. If you grew up on the black side, there's no question. You just
That's just the black baby.
it's what it is. Yeah, or he got a baby with that white woman. That's the type of thing.
I agree with that for real.
Streets say mixed kids get it the worst. I can see that, especially when it comes to yeah, I've never had none of the stories that most mixed kids have about being bullied for their race or type of thing. I don't that's never happened to me. So I can imagine that being a really, really hard thing.
I don't know if he was bullied, but I think he always said that he had to like prove himself in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Not in a bully way, but like Eric was a baller. So, he would do everything on the court. And he a shit talker. So you pretty much gonna know, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
he also went to a Catholic school, so and then he come to Ben Harbor. So he was just like really,
Mm.
really diverse, in the things that he was exposed to. Mr. said, and I think they're all nuts though.
Mhm. Right.
You say you think all mixed people are nuts?
Yep. That's what he's saying. So I've done some research this week,
Hmm.
and I've been asking some people who either are married or dating mixed race people.
Hmm.
A couple of them have told me the reason is because they haven't had a good experience with black women.
Mm.
Now, that's a subject I know is going to get immediately people would get defensive of, but that's just what it is. He said his mom was always with the mess, always blah 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 blah, mean spirited, bitter, mad about how her and his daddy broke up, type of stuff, and just always blah 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 blah. Different men in and out the house, like tried to play it off. But they knew, they was old enough. They was like 10 and 12. Like you can't sneak stuff past them, them ages. You have to be just going to be straight up, you
Hmm.
know. But they saw a bunch of that type of stuff. Then their experiences with girlfriends, all the black women, not all, I'm sure, but enough to where he's like, I'm done. I'm off them. And now I can understand that. I haven't gotten quote unquote fed up like that to where I'm just like I'm off black women. But I can understand his sentiments. It was actually two guys, different stories overall, but just the gist of it.
Oh, hmm.
Like too much growing up. Every woman in their family was always on that. And then the girlfriend that they dated, one guy's baby mama, takes him through the ringer type of, So he's like, I'm off black women. And to me, I don't necessarily mind that. I don't mind it at all. I don't mind that people, want something different than their own race. What I don't like is that they'll bash black women, all of
Hmm.
them.
Hmm.
But I understand why they do it, but I don't like that part. Just say you just do what you do. You know what I'm saying? Because as crazy as our women may be, quote unquote, to whoever, they're mine. I feel a personal connection. Like you ain't gonna sit there and just talk crazy like that.
Hmm.
Facts or not, what I'm saying? There's a way to do it to me.
Right,
So
right.
that's my issue with it. But yeah, a couple of them was like never had a good experience with a black woman.
Now, I think that it's a fair statement to say as far as their experience, right? But what I think is unfair to say about that is just a comparison period between a black woman and a white woman. You feel what I'm saying? I know that you always look at certain situations like there is no justification sometimes, right? But it's like I feel like that's like comparing apples to oranges. Because the story of with that black woman ain't gonna be nowhere near that story with that white woman. As far as the upbringing, as far as the parents being in the home, as far as what life was, like it's gonna be totally different. So as fucked up as it is to say, it just is what it is. Like, black women just had it the hardest. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of them, I feel, didn't know how to fix it, didn't want to fix it in some instances. But of course, other races had it so much easier. So the resentment and bitterness and anger and all that is not really a thing. So I don't really know why moms take out the anger from the baby daddy on the kid. That's definitely something mental. But then that white family, that man stayed there, the father stayed. Does it make sense what I'm saying?
I understand. I don't think it matters. I don't think the reason matters as much as the outcome. If the outcome is she's bitter and crazy, talking down, talking you, and you get beat for every little thing, don't really know how to talk, always around other men, not being a good mom, it doesn't matter your reason to that kid who grows up seeing it. Like it wouldn't matter if my mama was, that kind of woman. Her reason wouldn't matter to me. Maybe she can get some empathy from other people, who's going
I
through
don't
her
even know if
stuff.
it's empathy. I think it's
I'm
more.
saying I'm saying she can get some agreeing stand, whatever the word. She can other people would hear her, but not her son, is what I'm saying. Nobody like is that just doesn't matter as much as the outcome. If you've been, dog, like, beat down by somebody your whole life, it wouldn't matter what their reason is for beating you down. You got beat down your whole life.
But why you say the reason don't just because the act happened?
Well, because of this type of act. I'm not saying every single act is equal. I'm saying on in this
Right,
situation,
right.
if a guy if a guy's mom was bitter and mean and unloving, not nurturing, and always talking crazy for 20 years of like your whole life, her reason for it wouldn't matter to you, the kid. It just wouldn't. It's like if your mom came to you, well, listen, this is why I did this. You would like, okay, I understand, but nigga, still this happened.
I agree with you, but disagree because I still need to understand where it comes from. Like, I would like to know where it comes from, so therefore I can understand where we are and where we're gonna go to heal it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a
That
lot
would
of
make
times,
sense.
huh?
That would make sense to
I,
attempt to try to do.
I feel like a lot of times we jump over the reasoning because we just want to get to the solution. Cool, but not really, because you still have not dealt with the foundation of the bullshit. So you're still just putting a bandage over it until you really get down into those roots and figure out why you do what you do. So when your apology comes, it's actually genuine because you know why you're apologizing. You're not just doing it because it's supposed to be done. You know what I'm saying?
I can
So
understand that.
I think that's why a lot of times I do push for understanding why it happened so we can really, all right, that makes sense. So now, what do we do to get to a point of making sure this never happens again?
Yeah, but let's be real though. That conversation rarely, if ever, happens.
Right, and that's why a lot of stuff is
So,
fucked up, I feel.
and that's why a lot of people have maybe gone to another race. It's like trying to understand a person's reason when they haven't figured it out themselves and they 30, 40, 50, 60 years old. Or I can just go to another race that don't give me all that. You can call it whatever you want. I know it sounds
Like a
sucky
cop out.
to women, but
Right.
if you've grown up dealing with that, all of your girlfriends are rah-rah extra like that. Your baby mama's extra like that. Other races don't appear to be. Why not? Instead of trying to be I don't. Everybody doesn't have our type of personality where they wouldn't mind trying to fix it or trying to help you understand why you do it. After a certain period, I'd rather just do something else. Like how come I'm pigeonholed to just staying with black women and trying to understand them better, if that makes any difference, versus going somewhere and not getting what you've always gotten.
Because it's a lot of men, black men, that comes to black women with a lot of baggage. And there's not a lot of black women that just dismiss their baggage to go to another race because it's easier. It may
There's a bunch
cost.
of y'all who do. What? Black women go to white men all the time. I'm
True.
not necessarily even saying it's a woman or a man thing. I'm saying if you at your job, if you at Kroger and Kroger treats you crazy, the next grocery store you go to, what's the one, whatever. I'm trying to think. Jewel Osco,
Mhm.
you get the overall same treatment. Maybe you should change fields. Like, how come you gotta be in the grocery store field? Why do you have to stay with black women if they don't know what's wrong with them? It's taking them 30, 40 years to be able to address their own trauma. Men as well, not women, just black people. Why do you have to stay there if they don't know what's wrong with them? They don't really want to put the work in to even figure it out, let alone change it. Like, what's the benefit? Like, why do I have to subject myself to that versus go somewhere else?
If it's okay, if you're the type of individual who would rather just go where it's easy, sure, that's what you're gonna do. But if it's a art of really genuinely being into who your people, I'm gonna say it like that, then you're gonna work through it. In my opinion, like you're gonna help that person, you're gonna help them figure it out. I feel like that's just love. I feel like that's just a relationship.
We wouldn't teach that in no other area of life, not one.
You
If
can't
you've
tell me
been
that two people getting together gonna be perfect.
No, I didn't never say that though. I'm not even talking about perfection at all. You want to deal with that half as much as you would with seemingly our race. You know what I'm saying? So
I do.
I'm saying
I
I just like, what's the issue with moving up? Like, what's the benefit of sticking strictly black if you getting all of, if that type of stuff, if it's too much for you, do you like, why you can't move around,
If
male or
that's your cup of
female?
tea, that's your cup of tea.
It's
Right.
like,
I ain't.
man, at my age, this has been horrible. I've had a lot of nigga, man. I should be all black women. You know what I'm saying? But if it's too much for you, like, stay there and you know potentially catch a case or something, or just have things just go bad for you. Like, really, like, folks really getting up out of here in domestic disputes. I'm sure those numbers are crazy high right now. Why stick in that if you don't have to?
I mean,
Street,
when
but
you make it seem like I feel like there is no difference either way. I feel like it's mad drama when they get with the other race, and it's mad drama when they with their race. I feel
mm,
like it just depends on the individual that you're with. If that person got sense, you probably won't go through the bullshit. But if that person like drama and you like drama, that's just what it's gonna be, a dramatic relationship. Let's say some of these comments.
yeah.
Is it true that white women will never truly understand black men, yet black women seem to not understand how to treat them?
So you saying, is it true that women don't understand black men? Because that's what both of them say. True that white women will never understand us, and black women
Black women don't know
seem
how to
to
treat
not
them.
understand. So if you don't know how to treat me, you don't understand me. Maybe. I wouldn't. You can't really say everybody clearly. So when we say stuff like this, it's not for every single white person, every single black man. We just say everybody, or to make it just
Generalize.
to have the conversation go a little smoother. I definitely wouldn't say. I think the times have shifted. Um, the importance of learning your partner. I think it's more about making your partner understand you, or being empathetic or sympathetic, or being able to, have more compassion for them because they've had a hard life. They've had so much go on. I feel like it's definitely just changed in that way. I wouldn't say, white women will never truly understand black men. I don't know if anybody can truly ever understand anybody. Like, women are different. Y'all are weird. Men are not weird. We're perfect. Amen.
Oh, whatever. Shut up.
No, that's not true.
And he know it ain't. He had to
But
smile that bull
no, that was definitely a joke.
off.
I don't think nobody understands anybody, and because we want all the grace. I need the grace. I've had a hard life. You don't know what happened with me and my daddy when he passed. Then my wife flipping out. We split right after he died, and my kids seeing a bunch of stuff that they shouldn't have, and you know what I'm saying. I want you to put all your stuff to the side and just understand that when I go off and when I do all this moody stuff, just be patient with me. That's what we want. Now, I don't, but that's what the collective community appears to want right now. We're not gonna get nowhere with that.
Well, no, because that's just like a tantrum being thrown.
Yeah.
There's no work being done. You can't throw a tantrum and expect for me to, handle you as an adult. That ain't gonna
Yeah.
work. Like, I'm gonna treat
Well,
you like, and I do feel like a lot of women should take the time out to learn their men more. I remember talking to a chick that I went to high school with. We was actually adults. This was probably 2 years ago, but I've known her that long. Just say that. And she was, meeting this dude, marrying this dude, whatever. And I was like asking her, like, what's his story? She was like, what you mean? I was like, what's his story? She was like, I don't know. I was like, what do you mean you don't know? She was like, I don't care. I said, so if he's, ever been beating the shit out of a woman, you will never know what you said in yourself. If he's ever molested a child and you got kids there, what do you mean you don't want to know? And she dead ass was like, I don't want to know. And felt like I was offending her for suggesting that she should question his just yo. So then that led me to question, is it because you don't want him to ask you about your past? So you just keeping the door shut. So, why don't you want to know? Why wouldn't you want to know?
Gotcha, bitch.
probably because she knows she gonna have to face the harsh reality because she probably already know what's up.
Mm.
This whole thing, the out of sight, out of mind, for a lot of people works. It's not realistic to me. In my life, I haven't seen it be able to work because it's really not out of mind.
Right.
But some people really kind of live by that, and they'll, it's easier to, you know, to not do a thing if you ain't got to see it, and have to say, yes, I see it's horrible and this is ugly, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
To have to say I'm sorry for fucking up somebody's
Just that,
life?
yes, come on, apologies don't happen. Oh boy, Street just said up top. People only apologize because they don't want the backlash.
I mean, I agree
That's it.
100%. But to
Most
set
people ain't
that
doing it.
individual, I just feel like that's setting your kids up and yourself too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you don't know what you're facing. You just going by the fairy tale of marriage. Do we need to say a prayer?
Listen, don't judge my life.
I'm
Trying to
I'm
make my
wondering.
life. It ain't sitting right. Oh,
It ain't. Hey.
Marcus, I don't need this kind of negativity in my life.
All right, I'm gonna read some of these comments.
I know while I'm getting set up. Let's see.
Right. I ain't gonna do
Nope,
my brother like
that ain't
that.
gonna work. Let me see.
All right, so Street
All
say
right.
a white woman can't understand a black man unless they from the same place. I
Yeah.
still don't think they. I still don't really think that they ever fully understand. I think they'll have somewhat of an
A better
idea,
understanding. Yeah.
but right, but I don't think that they'll
Oh,
fully ever. All right.
This
A
is
white
horrible.
woman from Beverly Hills can never understand what a black man from Alabama has had to deal with. Never.
But they don't date them either.
Right. They finna date
You're
the
not
million.
even an option.
Right. They finna date the millionaires in LA, Cali,
Yeah.
whatever you said, wherever, Beverly
Uh-oh.
Hills. A white woman from Alabama don't understand you either. Exactly.
That's my thing. Yeah, it's not even
Exactly.
it's
They
not a
ain't finna give
thing.
you the time of day. They could care less.
Not what they want.
But you also have to know how to notice fake bullshit love. A lot of people feel like fake bullshit is love, though.
Out of sight, out of mind.
So,
Don't
I
talk
mean,
about it. All right.
a motherfucker will say what they need to say in order to keep their meal ticket. I think that go both
Yeah.
ways. I think men and women both do that.
Yeah.
Despite all the mess, this soldier girl, despite all the mess I've dealt with from the black man, I know
All right.
all are not the same. I just selected the wrong ones. You know what? That's why I mess with you. You accountability. I have to be more discerning in the future.
Is my stuff froze? Can you see me?
I can hear you, and you ain't doing nothing, but you got that little boy smile on your face because you froze.
Oh, okay.
Paris said.
Shut up, Marvin.
Paris said women could definitely learn their men more. Yes, background checks are necessary. I'm all for it. At least sit down and have the conversation.
All
You know what I'm
right.
saying? You ain't got to go all Secret Service, FBI, CIA. You know, it's kind of weird. But
No, but I feel you.
at least get some dialogue about that person's past because you may hear something that he really didn't say, but he really did say, if that makes sense. That's the danger out there for sure. We never know another person's intention. Dang, Em, you good? Like,
I'm finna come on my phone
all
and
right,
then come
get
back on
back.
there.
All right.
Yeah. Give me a second.
Street say snakes coming off forms. Soldier said, I found out a dude had a whole baby that he forgot to discuss with me, but that background check revealed that child support case. That worked for you, girl. Oh
Right.
yeah, Oh yeah. How you? All
You
right.
all in my business.
I um. Soldier say, seems like I always. No, Street say, Soldier seems like I always pick the wrong ones.
Mm.
I mean, that is a thing because a lot of people do stick with their type.
Yeah.
But what I've realized is sticking with your type don't really help you out. Marcus is always amazing for this.
There you go.
Segway king. Like Kevin Samuel said,
It's like a
it's like a
job.
job when you're asked about your job history, but with relationships. I mean, I'm gonna wait till my brother get back on. Okay. That's
All right.
all right. All right.
I'm back.
So speaking of Mr. Samuels, um,
Oh my God, Marcus. Man, it's horrible.
the way that these women reacted to his death was disgusting.
Out of pocket.
It was absolutely disgusting. And they were proud of it.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't respect this man. I didn't like this man. I didn't listen to what this man I probably listened to one thing that he said. And from then it was like, all right, I don't rock with him, but I can never rejoice in nobody's death at the end of the day, no matter how much I don't rock with him. And it kind of scares me to see how women can take it to the point of not giving a fuck. My brother has never dated outside his race, FYI.
Oh, he hit you back?
Yep.
My man.
It's kind of sad though.
No, I didn't like it either. I feel like it was very tactless. A lot of people didn't agree with most of, or if anything that he said. And I feel like that's understandable and that's okay. to have your preference like that. But to be happy that someone's dead, I don't know. For the world teaches us to match somebody's energy. That's just what we are. You do this, I'm gonna do this back. It's always tit for tat. And I feel like we had a topic a couple weeks ago about humility and being submissive and whatnot. And I feel like we think it's weak to turn the other cheek. We think it's weak to show grace. I've been seeing more memes saying, "Don't take the high road, cuss them out," or stuff like
Go
that.
to hell.
It's been so much more that like that stuff is just ramping up, man. That's gonna end badly for everybody involved. You know what I'm saying? Like that cannot be. We can't sustain. I'm not even saying you have to like to do. I'm not even saying you got to be mad or hurt that he dead.
Right.
That's not what I've always. It's just like, to me, death is so final. I don't wish that on nobody, especially just because I don't like him.
Right.
Like, because I don't like what he stood for, whatever. Because there's more people that liked him than didn't. It's obvious because they made him famous. The black woman who he's supposed to be so mad because he would talk crazy to him. Like, y'all don't have a spine of your own. When y'all get the most spine out of anybody on the planet, including black men, in a lot of instances, y'all called. Y'all called in. Y'all tried to be the one. I'm gonna be a little different. I'm gonna show him, and it would always go left once somebody got a little defensive. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely not excusing anything. I'm not saying nothing. I'm just saying, like, it would go left when somebody would get defensive and try to talk crazy, and then he would finish it. Like, you're not gonna out crazy talk him. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing that he hated. I clearly, a lot of people hated, was that he was gonna have the last word, and his last word was usually funny and big and embarrassing. You know what I'm saying? To whoever was on the phone. All of that aside, rejoicing in his death is what really just took me for a loop.
Right.
Like, there's been plenty of people who I didn't quote unquote like, who are not here no more. I'm not like rejoicing in their death. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? And I've had some horrible things happen to me in my life, and them people are dead. I still ain't like, that's what they get.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The other thing too, I've witnessed, and this is us black folks in general. We always think that whenever something bad happens to a person that we don't like, it's because of the reason that we don't like them. You know what I'm saying? And how arrogant are we to think that the whatever reason, it can be big or little, but for us to think that it's because of us, that's so arrogant. That's, you know what I'm saying? You're so full of ourselves, even thinking that way.
I think somebody had got on my page when I had said, for people to be rejoicing in his death, like that's like kind of way it's really wayward. And somebody got on saying that same thing, and she was like, karma is real. And I had to remind her, karma goes both ways.
Right.
Karma is not a one direction, type thing. Like, it's something that's real. So it was just kind of weird how they justified. Like, that was the weird part for me. But Kia said that it wasn't just women, it was some men too.
It was some, but it's way more women. Hands down.
She said he was promoting the uplift of people. How can you hate on that? I don't think that what he stood for was bad. I think his delivery was bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, me being the individual that I am, you can come to me and you can talk to me about anything, but it's the way that you say it that's going to determine if I'm going to listen or if I'm going to just shut you out. That's just me. I'm not saying that I'm better than whoever or nothing, but your delivery to me is golden. And he about did have some points. but I think it just made
The
it.
man wasn't wrong about most of the stuff. The misconception was that he was talking to every black woman and every black man. He was talking to that caller about the type of men that she wanted. That's one of the biggest misconceptions. He would say it's like this, basically. If you want like a house that's like worth $5 million, what you can get is a house for 270,000. But because of how much we have the overestimated view of ourselves is so high, we feel like, oh, I'm worth I can get 5. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, yeah, I understand that, but that's not how the world works. Because you really, really want something, don't mean you can get it. So if you want this, this is what the requirements are for this. Oh, they should like it, and then you know what I'm saying. And they would turn. Trust me, I'm not trying to have his
All
back
right,
per se.
I
I'm just
know.
explaining
And then he
genuinely.
was right. I'm just saying
Right.
his delivery
Yeah.
is what made him fucked up. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like,
for you.
for a
But
lot.
no, folks didn't like him. A lot of women feel like he was saying
Bullshit.
because you big and you got 3 or 4 kids that you can't have that you can have no good man. And he was saying, no, the people on this level don't want that. It don't matter how good you think you are. It's the market value. It's like if you've ever sold a house, or anybody who's, I'm sure some of the callers have sold or even bought. If you've done work in your own house, if let's say you put cabinets up, okay, the market value for new cabinets, let's say, is $10,000. Now, you did them yourself, so you think you can ask for 15. All the blood, sweat, and I'm done. I'm gonna get 15. They like, nah, bro, that ain't how that go. And if you keep going back and forth, I'm gonna go down lower. I'm just gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how the market works. It's not necessarily a personal thing, but I do feel like a lot of women heard him say, "Oh, you fat, you too big for a guy like that," and that's offensive, and it is. It is offensive to be saying that. It's not wrong though, if that's what
So
they want.
it still goes back to, so you, it's a better way to say everything.
Yeah, absolutely.
Period. You can have that
I
valid
agree.
point, but just deliver it differently. That's all I'm saying. Um, he about did have a lot of
Oh
valid
yeah, he did.
points.
He
You know
did.
what I'm saying? It's just the way that he said it was just completely like WTF, like on a whole nother level. Um, Street said it was the fact that he was raw, but so the fuck what? The world we live in is raw. The world wasn't bullshit. The world won't bullshit you.
That's the thing. Most of us are very well, not most of us. Me and you, I know, we're very blunt about who we talk to. Now, the most rawest conversations come to our closest friends or closest people to us, because they
That's what we
won't be
comfortable with.
offensive. I mean, they won't always be offended by how matter of factly we talk.
Hmm.
But how he did it was different. I'm not justifying, just saying, he was definitely straight to the point. You know what I'm saying? He would try to be nice a couple times. I've seen it. And then he'd be like, ma'am, you 48 with your youngest kid is 7. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you trying to make a nigga wait to have sex with you until you married. But you want a guy on this, like, come on. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, come on, come on. Just stop, stop. So whatever, but we can kind of do this back and forth all day.
Right.
His overall points were, to me, very, very valid. But he had a specific audience that he was talking to. And I think other people who heard him, like I've been saying this for a couple months too. We make the general personal too often. We make general stuff as if it's, to me, it's like if this conversation, why we date outside our race. Someone could be offended. Like, what's wrong with that? Like, this is a general conversation. It's not really to you or to how you got down or what happened with you and your wife, your husband. but people too often, take stuff personally. So
Kia said for me, the saddest part was the fact that his mom found out on social media.
yeah, that's pretty rough.
I
How
really
fast that
think
go.
that sucks. Yeah, like I think they gave Mark Lamont Hill a lot of backlash for that. I don't know if he was the first one to announce it, but I do remember seeing a post of his that said,
Mm,
"Okay, now I've confirmed, that Kevin Samuel, something to that effect." So, I'm not sure who the first person, who announced it
yeah,
or whatever, because for a long time, it took a while for them to confirm it. I had
mm,
been checking back the whole day because I'm like, yeah, right, like So it was finally confirmed. It was funny because somebody had posted and I was like, yo, was it confirmed yet? They was like, TMZ confirmed it. Man, come on now. Like, ain't nobody more credible than TMZ out here. But
right.
they was like, TMZ confirmed it. Um, Mr. said, so did he have to die for women to really listen and comprehend what he was really saying?
They
They
won't right
still
now.
don't hear it.
Mm-mm. It was too offensive, man.
His delivery stopped the whole receiving.
Well, from some, like I say, like he is definitely responsible for a lot of women checking themselves and learning a different way. He is definitely 100% responsible for enlightening men and women on the toxic traits that they exhibit that they don't even necessarily know is toxic. They have, how we've been talking about. They've made justifications for it. You know what I'm saying? So they don't feel like there's nothing wrong. He's definitely pointed a lot of people to their issue. He's turned that mirror around for a lot of people who are not married.
That's
That
a
made me
call.
have a call.
I think so. Something.
That was like Mario, wasn't it?
That's funny.
Wait, Street did say, where is it at? When he was talking about where did it go?
What?
When he was talking about turning the other cheek.
Oh, he said, "Yeah, Emery, turning the
Oh,
other cheek is some tough shit. Learning the peaceful way is tough because it's so easy to just go hurt somebody."
it is. And that's what I'm saying as far as the world teaching us it's perfectly okay to, return the same energy. Um, we're gonna all pay for that. You know what I'm saying? Like if everybody had that mindset, you know what I mean, we would our existence would end. Like there's a more righteous way of doing stuff, of doing things. And I'm not saying I'm always 100% with it. Okay. But it don't make it any less right because I don't do it all the time, because somebody else don't do it. Like we just need to, give grace, understanding what people do, or how Kamisha was saying earlier, understanding why people do some of the stuff we do. If you're gonna deal with this area of whatever, it's best to understand it because now you can handle it better. That's what we do with our kids in school. That's what we do at work, you know what I'm saying, or any other relationship that matters to us.
Right, growing period.
Facts, you have to understand it so you can know how to best handle. Because it's like if you only know one way, and you get with a person who does something a whole different way, you're gonna respond in that one way,
Hmm.
and it's not gonna work. It's not gonna be for them. Mark, pull back up that the one about the Malcolm X.
Street.
Yeah, it says I like the Malcolm X way. Oh my God, hit the back, but in life, I'm guessing,
Hmm.
crap happens. My children are more important than some drama, and that's what but see, you can only get to that place when you become mature. And there's no age on maturity. Some get it faster than others. Because there was a time when we had just had little Emery where I've never been a thug, never ever been a thug. But I ain't no
Pump.
pushover. You know what I'm saying? And I was still kind of had my Midwest in me. Um, you know what I'm saying? And Shay, my kid's mom, was like, "Yo, like, if something happened to you, what about us?" Oh my God, I had never, I never really had nothing to live for. I didn't want to die, but I had nothing to like live. Like there was no push for me to, to get up in the morning type of thing. Clearly, Street, Malcolm X's way and Martin's way got them both killed. You know what I'm saying? Either so you can live by the gun, die by the gun, but everybody that died by the gun didn't live by it. You know what I'm saying? So there's, your demise, everybody's is already scripted.
Written.
That's how I believe.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? But it does. I mean, it makes for some better understanding if we can do so. Okay. Soldier Girl says the delivery was totally disrespectful.
Disgraceful.
Disgraceful. Jesus Christ.
Hmm.
There is a way to say things. You could never talk to me like that and not be receptive of what you have to say. I don't care what you're saying. It's called tact. I agree. There's a bunch of people who would never be able to take that.
A real woman wasn't gonna call in because it wasn't gonna be a conversation that was gonna go that way. So, in my opinion, he wasn't gonna allow that because that wasn't his foundation. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
Like, if a woman had her shit together, it's no reason for her to call in to prove nothing. I feel like the women that was calling in was trying to prove a point.
yeah,
So he shot that down.
because a
So
bunch of it was full of mess, right?
right. So a real woman would have
There's
no
no need to.
reason to call in. Hold on, y'all. Man, it's like I'm
Man, you back in the hood. What were you over there on High Street? Or you in Bus? You in Bus?
North Side.
Oh my God.
Like, man, it's like somebody have a heart attack every too soon.
Yeah, that's a
Too
little too
soon.
soon.
My
Oh,
bad.
whatever. It's all right. Whatever.
um. Oh my God. I feel like I'm, and this happened like every week. I need to change my spot probably.
Maybe.
Don't agree with me.
All right. Don't do that then.
Thank you. I'm trying to get caught up. I'm sorry, y'all.
It's all good.
Okay. Um, Street, your shorthand. I'm not that advanced. I'm sorry. I'm gonna just be honest. I don't even care about y'all judging me. I
What
what
do you
is
say?
LLS?
Laughing
I don't,
like
you don't know either. Don't be trying.
maybe he meant the LOLs and typing too fast.
I don't know, but I'm gonna come back to that. Anyone.
Yeah.
Street done went to something totally different.
Yeah, he on some money stuff. So down below, he went to this. He said both. Something just okay. Both of them died trying to help and be there for their people. Talking about Martin and Malcolm.
Mm.
Yeah, very very true. They definitely died as martyrs, if you ask me.
But I think his point was they stood for something totally different as far as one was violence, one was
On how to,
nonviolence, and they still both died by the gun.
yeah.
Like one didn't go nowhere near it or want nothing to do with it, but it still was his, as he said, his demise. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. Ned, what up? You in there? Are you
Now where
still here?
he been?
Not caring about us. All I want to
Right.
say is that really
Hey, hey, ma, ma. A couple weeks.
right. I know.
Mr. said, are most women are average as at best, and most women are bigger than a running back.
Where's that? Where is that? Wait a minute. I missed that.
I
Man,
can't.
where's that
I
at?
can't. Oh, well, that's why I went back up because you know he always be putting some shit in here that I have to make
Oh,
sure I
way up.
see.
Okay.
If you living as a $1,500 chick, that's all you gonna track. Just step your game up and get something going for yourself.
Mm.
But see, let me say something to that. A lot of men lead with money.
Yeah.
A lot of men feel like that's what's gonna get that woman's attention.
And it does.
When he get that attention, it's not necessarily the attention that he was seeking to get. But if you just be 100 with it and introduce yourself to her versus your money, you won't have that issue. in my opinion.
I agree, man. Folks don't talking to women is not as it's easy for some, but talking to a woman successfully is not as easy as it looks. Some people just don't have that thing. You know,
I
like
agree.
there's really a science to it. I
I
just
agree.
learned this. I've been looking at some videos. I've been helping a buddy of mine, and I've been looking up some videos, and I'm like, man, I do that. I do that. Oh, I do that. Man, I do that. I never knew it was a thing, but there is a thing to it. There's like a science. You know what I'm saying?
That's where you
And
get your extrovert and introvert.
why stuff don't work, and like learning signs of women. Like y'all always testing us in weird little dumb ways. Sometimes you pass, sometimes you don't, because you don't know you really being tested. It's the whole thing. I'm not trying to say, I'm not making no excuses for that. I think that's lame to leave with your money, to be honest.
Right.
Uh, but it's been working since forever. Sadly,
Eh,
it gets
yeah, but
you.
not really. What you
It
want?
gets you the thing. I mean, I don't think people with money like that is looking for love like that. If they leading with money, that's not how you get love. You can get a companion on your arm who's gonna smile as long as you're buying that stuff.
But to them,
That's
m-
enough.
or money is equal to love because to them,
Yeah.
that's
How they're
all they
doing it up.
wanted. That's right. That's all they was working for. That
Yeah,
was
yeah, yeah.
the whole goal. So that's like,
Yeah.
all they really wanted.
Yeah. Yeah. Marcus, he on some other stuff. He said that's the police job to notify his mother. My goodness.
Well, they didn't have time.
You know how the social media, it's over, man. Somebody probably saw
Yeah.
him getting wheeled in
And
and they
got
tweeted
to
it
it.
or whatever. You know how that go.
And
And he's
she
a
actually talked
celebrity.
about it.
Did she?
Yeah, she said that like it was pretty effed up that's how she had to find out. She was like that she don't think that was right. And of course it wasn't.
Yeah, I agree. So many people find out through social media too that their
A
loved
lot of
ones have
stuff. Yeah. Yeah.
died. It's like it's another news outlet in a sense. Social media can be not always the right news though.
I was finna say because I don't know. I do think that's very disrespectful for them to not at least make sure. I just feel like the family should announce.
They want to report that thing, so
Right.
somebody want to be the first to break the news. 'Cause I saw it from somebody who just posted a status on it, like a random person. And then I would look it up. It was nothing really there. And
Right.
then an hour later, everybody was talking about it,
Right.
but it hadn't been confirmed. So that's social media, man. It does suck. I couldn't imagine, man, whatever. I don't even want to, it's too much.
That would piss me off too.
But that's my other thing is like, me not liking him is one thing. He's somebody's son, somebody's
Right.
daddy. It's a whole person. Like you said earlier, it's
He was
just
a human.
a human being.
Like even if he didn't have any, he was still a human. So your dog could destroy your stuff, but do you want to kill it? You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Like it's just and then another thing that I considered too was, the saying a hit dog a holler.
Hmm.
It was like, did you really feel like
Listen, you
he
finna
was
go down the
aiming
wrong path.
towards yours?
You better
It is
go
what
that.
it
You better
is.
leave that alone.
This is what they call the crucial convos.
Listen, I know where you're
So
going.
if it's something that didn't sit with you, I don't feel like it should have resonated to the point of you being like, that's what he get. You know what I mean? Like, so if you felt like that's what he got, then maybe you should re-examine you
Hmm.
because something he said stuck, and when it stuck,
That's the thing.
it
We don't want to
stuck.
acknowledge that. Something he said really, really, because like if we be realistic, man, we are a bunch of fronters today. We act like we're perfect.
Everything is a okay.
We act like we had no issues. And then after you um get asked, well, girl, you think you perfect, or man, you think you all right. Like, I ain't never said that. But we only post the best, perfect, most perfect picture. We, the best events that we had, you know what I'm saying? Like, and the image that we're portraying is that of perfection. even though we're clearly not. But that's what we always do. And then, like I was saying earlier, it's like you can't. Who can you? Can you tell anybody that they're not a 10? You know what I'm saying? These days,
Yeah.
if she got any kind of cutes, any kind of body, if he got any kind of abs or any kind of stature, you know what I'm saying? Like, you'll be very hard pressed to find anyone who can just admit they're not, whoever the find, Beyonce, Halle Berry, whatever you know what I'm saying? And that's what is so hard for people to accept. And the reason to me is understandable because before this movement of I am everything, I am fine, I'm gorgeous how I am, which was needed for our Black women because, for so long it was only like the light skin, long hair, wavy girl, whatever was the considered pretty sometimes or most times. You know what I'm saying? So we would build the aim was to build women up by saying that, you have to first believe it. So you say it every day in the mirror, blemishes and all, or whatever is wrong with you and all. You know what I'm saying? I'm beautiful, I'm this, that's that, which gave a sense of confidence.
Mm-hmm.
But was it true
I was
confidence?
just about to say, was
You know
it
what I'm
was it
saying?
false?
Because I don't think you have to lie to build confidence. I don't think you have to say like I remember my ex-wife. She used to be like, "You're not fat. You just have a big belly." Girl, I'm fat. I'm like, I was like, I appreciate you even trying to do that. I'm like, I'm not the one. I don't need that. I'm a realistic kind of guy. You know what I'm saying? But I don't need that. I was like, and it really kind of sucks that you don't know that about me. We was like 8, 9, 10 years in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I don't need that. Like, what are you? You know what I'm saying? I was like, are you telling me that you may need some, a little more fluff? You know what I'm saying? But I don't need that. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people really do need to be told that their hair is cute when it ain't, or their outfit look good on them when it don't. You know what I'm saying? It's weird, but like hearing that stuff gives you a false sense of security.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because it's you only okay if people are bigging you up.
Right.
Not
Right.
if you know what I'm saying. I don't know. So
So
yeah,
then can the motherfucker keep it real with you?
no, that's my
Because
point. They
right,
can't.
because now you finna go. What what was that dude name on Friday? You finna go and cry in the car.
Oh, big
You know what I'm saying?
red.
Right, right. Now you finna go and cry in the car like Red because the motherfucker done told you,
You
you
kept it
know,
real with you. Now
that
you
you
ain't
look
all that,
funny. You feel me?
man.
Like
That's the listen.
it
I'm
just
telling
is
you.
what it is. I feel like
And it
people
turns into,
need.
well, who are you to tell me?
Yep.
It's just like, man, you ain't that cold. You ain't. You ain't. You ain't.
My don't be jelly.
You ain't.
Um.
You ain't.
uh,
Colorism, yes, Soldier Girl. That's what I was saying about the
oh yeah,
the light
the
skinned
dark
was
versus light skinned, which
yeah.
I think is complete bullshit because it's some funny looking light skinned girls to me too. Why you playing? I'm just
Facts.
saying. Some real funny looking light skinned girls.
Facts.
I need to tell some people to stop smiling.
Oh my God.
Shark Week. Dun 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 dun. Oh.
Ned said it ain't tricking if you got it. It is tricking if you got it
Don't
or
be
not.
jelly. It's tricking, period. Okay? It's tricking, period.
He said call his mama said call it
Call
out.
us
Nigga,
my
listen.
my mama called that shit call a spade a spade.
On everything, as you should. That's the thing though. It's just tough because ain't nobody who don't nobody want to like we push people away that keep it real with us. Manosphere, a
Mm.
loosely affiliated network of masculinist website. Really? I'm not
Mm.
looking into that mess.
Wow.
Masculinist? That's weird. Masculinist. I've never even heard of that, bro.
What do they do? What did
I
it?
guess the same thing the feminists do for us. It's too much.
Oh, just speak about manly rights.
That's ridiculous. That
Wanna
sounds stupid.
I was finna go there. Never mind.
What? That's a movie Kevin and others are a part of. Masculinist.
Kevin Hart.
Samuels. We weren't talking about Kevin Hart, girl.
It's called the
Kevin.
Manosphere. Manosphere.
Who a part of that? Kevin who?
Quite a
Samuels
few.
did.
Quite
Oh,
quite a few black men.
got you. I mean, it's a lot of them that's carrying on. I forgot I was talking about him. My bad.
Talking
It's
about
a
all
lot.
kind of stuff.
Well,
Tricking with the guy that.
it's a lot of people that's carrying on his message. Like they real deep on TikTok. I just, like Emery said, it don't cross me because they're not speaking to me. So I'll just sit there and listen to it. And the thing that I always try to advise women to do is listen to what a man say he want. Because that man clearly said at 40 some odd years old, I'm not finna deal with no 6, 7, 8 year old. I'm not finna deal with no child, period, because I don't have that responsibility. So why would I take on yours? I don't want to, and I have that choice. And he's absolutely right. I would rather you keep it 100 with me than be like, oh, I want this, I want that, and that's not truly. Just tell me you want to smash. Like I'm
Yeah,
gonna either say yes or no. You know,
yeah.
so it's a lot of them that's
It
carrying
is
it
hard.
on.
It's really hard though to bust them because you really got to bust somebody's bubble.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If you come in at me a little too arrogant, it's like a better if I'm better at wrestling than you, and I know my position, so I don't have to push.
Fight for.
I don't have to show out, try to do too
Hmm.
much. Now you come along, you got 3 fights under you, and you won,
Hmm.
and I can get 780, and I won
Hmm.
60 or whatever. You coming at me a little arrogant because you the new guy type of thing, and you a little buff or whatever. I'm like, bro, chill. We don't got to do that. We cool.
Hmm.
You keep coming, I'm gonna put you in your. I'm gonna have to bust your
Hmm.
bubble. Like you don't
Hmm.
know what you think you know. You
Hmm.
don't. You know what I'm saying? And then that's kind of how it would go left in some of Kevin's conversations with women who would more so be like, well, this is what you mean just because I got 3 kids by 3 different dudes that he don't want to do this that, and then he would usually explain, but by that time they both hollering and yelling, but he would explain like you don't want him to discipline any of your kids, but you want him to pay for everything or to
Hmm.
provide for you. And he was like, men on that level
Ain't
don't
finna go
want
there.
that.
Hmm.
Like I said, right, when you're mature, it's too much, but if you're not mature, you're gonna be offended because I've been I've been I've been given this persona, okay, of beauty, perfection. I'm a pretty good woman. I got degrees. I got, my kids is pretty good in school, blah, 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 all this stuff. I got a pretty decent life. So why am I not getting what I want? He's like, well, because you're not doing the stuff that what you want says to
Requires.
get. They're like, but I got 2 degrees. They don't care about that. But I got my own business, my own money. Yeah, they don't care nothing about that. So now y'all are what they be saying, intimidated by a woman with their own. Like, no, that's not what they want. They want someone who's submissive, cooperative, understanding, sweet, like overall sweet, understanding, nice. You know what I'm saying? That's not you. I can tell by 3 minutes of talking to you on the phone, you're not that. So wait a minute, I've got y'all just mad because y'all got degrees and we don't need y'all. And you know what I'm saying? It would go almost every phone call would go something like that. It's like, man, but that's not what the men on this type of level want. So
But
you
the
gotta
unfor
bust their bubble. And then busting their bubble means, for him
going far.
going left. Yeah. Talking.
I feel like I feel like successful women are their worst enemies.
See?
I
And it's
feel like
not.
they I feel like they self-sabotage because
Oh, I
that
see. Go ahead. Yep.
they
Yep. Yep.
feel
Yep.
that their accomplishments is something that a man will be intimidated by. Um, I feel like a man will be intimidated. A straight man will be intimidated when you bring a dildo into the room. Like that's you see his face. That's the type of thing that they'll be intimidated by. You
Wait,
feel
I
me?
don't
I
even.
don't even want to deal with it. Don't want to go nowhere near it. Like that is what it is.
I'm just gonna
But
leave
when
that
it
alone.
comes,
This guy died.
I mean, I do go extreme, but I be having a point to
Hey, do
prove.
your thing. Yes, ma'am. Keep going. We almost there.
Like because most men, even if you got the money, ain't finna let you pay for shit.
Facts.
Most men, even if you got the money, still gonna take good fucking care of you. That just is what it is. So for
Yeah.
you to lead with your money, you're self-sabotaging what it is that you're saying you want because you feel like your money matter. Women don't listen to what men want. Women want men to want what that woman got.
Yes. Now that was a lot of Kevin's message. That right there is like you want me to take you exactly how you are. He was like, but they, then it would be like maybe you ought to have an average man. Wait a minute, I can't have a. It's like, man, like just to be realistic, like average ain't bad. Like
Right.
we make it seem like the hard working guy at the plant ain't nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He would say that like, what do you mean? You want somebody on this level? This is what they want. You don't meet the
Right.
requirements, so why don't you just be more realistic
Right.
about what you can attain?
Because
Oh
that's what
no,
you'll be able to have. Right,
I
right,
need
right,
to
right, right.
have this. And it's like, okay, then you know.
But that's where the social media is eating their ass up too. Because they're trying to go for what they see on TV versus what reality actually
What
is.
you can get, like, just be
That too.
realistic.
That too.
Yeah, this ain't. I don't know.
Oh, you
I
know.
I really do. I know.
You
I know.
know. He trying to save y'all hearts.
I
Not
know.
the ladies here, but just
I
the
know. But
individuals who
yeah,
feel
man.
away.
Because talking that way is offensive. Like you can't keep it real with people. You can't keep
You
it real by
can
popping
though.
bubbles. Well, you can. I do it,
You
but
can. Yeah, I was
I'm
finna say you
saying.
do it daily.
But you know what I'm saying? Like people don't. It's not well received. Which I don't. That don't stop me from doing it. But just like
Right.
with him, that didn't let people's negative stuff stop because so many people really get blessed by being told, being shot down. That that first shock isn't good
Too
in most
appealing.
cases, but after you let it sink in and you think, you know what I'm saying? It's like, dang, like
He got a point,
he
right?
wasn't really
Like he
wrong.
got a point. But so many people is on the defense because,
Yeah,
like you said, they take it personal instead of removing themselves from his delivery was horrible. I mean, I can't cover that up. There's nothing I can say about that, and I think that's why a lot of people fought what he was saying because he was just aggressive. And he was pushed to that point, possibly. I don't know. I didn't listen to him
a
like
bunch of
that. Like I
times he
said,
was. No, not every case. Sometimes he start off on 10.
right,
Sometimes he would
just
start
ready to
off
go.
there. But for the most, like by and large, he was definitely quote unquote pushed. By and large,
Right.
because every conversation would always start off, woo side, everybody's playing in calm. He would
That's so
always start
funny.
off smooth, but it wouldn't go there. You
You
get
definitely,
what you
you
get,
definitely
and that's
do.
what, yeah, and that's the
You
thing.
definitely
Like
do.
he wasn't losing. You know what I'm saying? If it turned left, he's winning,
Mm.
and he would say some of the rudest. It's funny to me, even to a couple of the men interviews I've seen. He was killing them too. It's just what like when it go left, it go left. But he was winning. If he got a fight, it seemed like this is how I am. If I got a fight, I'm only fighting fights that I know I can win, or that
Yeah, cool.
I know I have a good shot at winning, or I leave it alone. I mean, you're on that right. I'm not rude all the time though, Kia. I'm not rude all the time. I can be. Listen. I can be a jerk. I really can be. But I am so I will say this too. What's eased me up and what's gotten me to a better place is being over different ministries in my church. and knowing, because you have to learn how to. You have
The
to learn
patience.
how to get your point across without being a jerk. Because I know I'm abrasive. I know it, and I am. Yeah, I'm very direct, very straight to the point. But I have learned how to mix humor with how I deliver. Like you just learn different things. Yeah,
He just didn't care.
he didn't have that. Yeah, that wasn't his
Yeah,
thing. That ain't how
yeah.
he got down.
He
And he
wanted it
was
to
still
be out.
famous and rich and famous off of how he got down. Y'all have to let's not negate that part. Like
They blew him
y'all
up.
women, they called in.
They blew him up.
You know what I'm saying? He had been doing this for years with no play. And then one clip went viral and he's in there. But I appreciate that, Kia. I mean, I really try. It's been we was talking to me and my sister was just out here. We was talking about a bunch of instances where, well, I just went too far, man. I mean, yeah, it
But
was a
you
long road
learned
to
though.
learn it.
I was gonna say you learned though. He was what, 53?
I don't know.
He
I
was
don't
in
know.
his 50s. So
Yeah,
what he felt is what he was gonna be. That just it was what it was. Um
yeah, that's true though. Yeah, yeah,
it was what it was. There was
it wasn't budget.
no
Yeah,
it wasn't no budging there. Like he was who he was, and that was it. With you, you were just, in my opinion, you were blessed enough to be told and aware of how your words can cut, and it didn't
yeah,
sit right with you. So
right.
because it didn't sit right with you, you felt the need to change it. He didn't.
Yeah, yep. I learned a bunch of new tips and tricks on how to talk to people because how I was saying how we first started, like we can be raw with our closest people because they don't get offended, that they know what we're trying to say,
Right.
even though it comes off hard.
Or where it's coming from.
Where it's coming from, even if it
Right.
is a little too
Right.
tough, you know what I'm saying? Like my brother is the king of it. Like he can take it, he can dish it. You know what I'm saying? Me and him have hardly ever gotten into it ever, like ever. And we talk. I talk bad to him.
Right.
I
Right.
do. And my sister too, Chrissy and Olympic. I get all of them. It's like a thing, So yeah, but there's no ill intent in your delivery. It's not no more. But then like that's been my journey too, though, kid. Like I've purposely been trying to hone this thing in because people like me with the personality to pop off. We usually hinge off how right we are. People don't like the truth type of stuff. No, you mean. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna hear you. And then also learning, you know what I'm saying, how much, learning what if people can receive. Like, I still want the result. So if I, as the leader or the one in charge or the one talking, whatever, if I am saying things and it's right, but I'm not getting no act right from it, I need to change my approach. You know what I'm saying? I understand that. A lot of people don't. I won't say a lot of people, but he wasn't able. He wasn't one of them. He did. That's just wasn't how he got down.
I just don't think he cared.
I don't. It didn't like. Why would it matter? People still calling in. Like you know what I'm saying? Even though he get the little blah 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 blah, it shows me thousands of people every live he went.
Every laugh.
Everyone, even the people who don't like him. Let me see what this nigga talking about. But you watching the show, you adding to his view. 3 minutes is all you need to kind of the view.
I couldn't even push myself to watch that joint. Like I really couldn't.
That's real though. Mister said he also said if you want to help the black family, marry a black man and have black babies. But buy a dog and die alone is all that's mentioned. Man, that's because that's what that's the whole narrative they're gonna push. Like he definitely said that a lot, and it's just what it is, what it is, bro. Like you can't, you're not gonna. I'm not trying to convince anybody of anything different. Like his work is out there, but if you watch a clip or something, I said, like, man, listen. Some of these conversations I've had with people, if you only hear a piece of it, you'll feel like I'm trying to hit on them, or you'll feel like, you know what I'm saying, whatever. It could be taken out of context, but if you hear the whole conversation, it just is. It makes more sense. It should. Yeah. So
Soldier.
go ahead.
Oh. Another cold part is fans are cruel and ruthless, and now his mother has to deal with the fallout of his legacy. That's
Yeah.
when I just say people stupid as shit because they know his mom ain't got nothing to do with that. You know, like people just want something to do.
Yeah.
They need to go plant some hydrangeas.
It's tough out here, man. That sucks, man. Like all of that sucks. I've never given him a dime. I've never watched a live. I've seen some, but I've definitely seen some of his shows. Man, but I'm not. I just wouldn't. Anybody though. It's not just
Right.
because he like I don't do that with nobody. I don't even talk about some things that I didn't agree with. You know, just like you don't. That's one thing about social media. You can really sit this one out.
Right.
If you sit it out, it's gonna be a week, and then we're gonna be on the next thing. Something Caitlyn Jenner is talking about, or Kanye, or Kim and them kids. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be another whole cycle in a couple days. You know, sit this one out.
Of something stupid.
Yeah. So to say, but no one would take into consideration that she is a grieving mother. Yeah. Nobody is. Nobody talking about his family. That's what I mean. Like his family's just, he was a father, a friend. I'm not sure if he had any siblings, but I know he was a son. They are. And because I feel like we are also desensitized though to
To death.
death. Until it hits our doorstep, then it's, oh, this one hurts. Like the last one didn't. Or the one that's finna come ain't gone.
Well, I also think that a lot of people ain't really connected like that, so some deaths don't really affect, you know?
Well, it has some effect if you're rejoicing.
Well, I know I'm talking about like when you were saying they're desensitized. I'm saying like some people don't have that connection with that individual that passed away, so it's just kind of like, oh, that's messed up. Or some people that went through it for so much, Like we was talking a couple weeks ago, saying how pastors have to be, somewhat
Desensitized for.
desensitized for them to continue on,
Mhm.
with performing those funerals back to back. So I do think it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, but oh, I'm sorry. That caught my attention. Why? I think I ain't gonna tell y'all because y'all gonna snitch on me, so I ain't gonna tell y'all. Y'all about won't hit this dog no more though.
All right.
What?
You just snitch on yourself.
What is it?
Ain't nobody dumb on this podcast, girl.
He know it too. He looking at me. This week is all about.
Who is Jesse Williams? Kia, who is that? Do you know who that is, Kamisha?
Pretty Eye Jesse Williams,
His eyeballs pretty?
actor.
Let me pull him up right quick. Why he got the hard guys by him? Oh, is that the dude who was in jail? The one, you remember when the light skinned dude was in jail, they thought he was cute and then he came out to be gay?
No, I think that's a different dude.
Oh. I saw that this earlier, Soldier, about Young Thug and the Rico charge.
I ain't heard about that. What going on?
So apparently he got arrested, I want to say today, in participation with the Rico case. Like, they want to put everything together
I'll
when
look it
it's
up.
somebody. Yeah, it is what it is, man. Get out of that life. I don't understand that, man. If you done made it in rapping or in anything, you're back. Oh, there we go. Marcus put it up there for you.
Oh.
Oh, wait a minute. I get why his wife can't leave this man alone. Jeremiah Braxton, the fan. Nudes.
Hold on.
All right, y'all. Much nakedness y'all see. Don't show it if it's got his nakedness, Marcus.
I'll look it up, Marcus. Don't worry. Yeah, that's what I thought. That Jesse Williams. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. That one.
that's all.
All right, kid. We're gonna have to key.
Oh my God,
Emery being the big brother right now.
that's nasty.
Right,
So you talking about? Ooh, let's see.
soldier.
Oh my God.
We're gonna have Emery facing the pillow in a couple weeks because he gonna be.
I'm not messing with y'all.
You ain't got no choice.
I'm gonna call in sick that day. I ain't studying y'all.
You coming in. You ain't got no PTO time.
I have to work with no pay. Don't even catch me on this slipping. Marcus can take over. There you go. Marcus don't mind. How about that?
Yeah, I'm telling ya. Whoo, yeah.
Oh, yeah. That is him. Yeah, from Grey's Anatomy. All right.
Yeah.
All right, that's enough now. You going a little far,
Right,
kid.
Kia.
That's
Period.
enough. That's enough.
We don't like. Did we stop you from talking about your white jeans?
Yes.
Did we ever? No. Everybody in the chat said they
Yes.
was going to buy some.
Oh, yes. That's also true.
Everybody said they was going to buy some.
But did they get them though?
I don't know. All pictures go to Emery's DM.
We need a raffle. Where's that? Let's see if we can get us
Oh,
a couple more viewers.
that'd be cute. Best white jeans, and I already know who gonna win that.
Well, I'm finna get in all kind of trouble.
Right, Paris. Kia always getting everybody in trouble.
Light skin is in. Colorism. Get her, Jesus.
Kia said I was told I'd be single if I keep Googling him. You better stop then, ma'am.
No, that's right. You might want to quit. Leave that Google button alone.
You might want to leave Jesse alone. Mine on the way. See, I told you.
Oh my God.
I told you.
Oh yeah, we already talked about that.
What the heck?
Emotional damage.
Damn, he got you on that one.
Do it, cuz.
That was funny. I don't, I don't really think that, I'm a colorist, if you will. But I've only had light skin.
I feel like it's okay to have a preference, man. It's not, I don't know. I don't think it's a big enough deal. You like what you like. Like I like my send the link. Oh my God. Look at y'all and get up on it. Everybody's gonna get in trouble.
Yeah, Kia. Send me too. My husband gone for the week.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Listen. Why do we date outside our race? Can we get back to that?
God,
who the hell cares?
Man, Marcus, you be so random with that button.
He got shit that we ain't heard before.
You know everything.
I mean, he is.
Oh my God.
Just
But chocolate. Okay, so Paris says she like chocolate man. It seems in this group we don't. What? I don't know what's happening now.
She talking about the sound that Marcus just done.
Oh. Yeah. People do it, and that's what they want to. Amen. Hallelujah. They do what they want. Yeah, I don't. Whatever. Like my for years and years and years on top of years, little short women do it for me. So, yep. Short. Yep. But I've never been like, oh, she's tall, so I can't talk to her. You know what I'm saying? Like I've dated plenty of tall women. I've dated, healthier women. Amen.
Hey.
But yeah, just because you have I don't know. It shouldn't be nothing wrong with having a preference.
Sometimes I just feel like preferences, hurt you, versus
It
help
does.
you for some situations.
Yeah, it definitely will minimize the pool of people to choose from.
Right.
That you get to choose from. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Healthier. That he crazy.
She say, I typically date dark men, but I made an exception for Ohio.
Not
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I'm so mad. You know what, soldier? I'm sensing,
What's that? Let me see. He likes being a tree. What?
you like being a tree. You like
taller than people.
you like the little ones to climb on up.
Listen. Okay, we going to. We need an after dark special because until we get that going on. Is that the dude crying, Mickey?
Oh my God!
We need a new engineer. We're gonna.
That is fucking
audition for a new
hilarious.
engineer. Marcus is on one today.
I'm running out of buttons. I'm running out of buttons.
I feel like
shit is hilarious.
You keep downloading new sounds as we talk.
Because that was new. Oh, he just playing new ones.
Right. Maybe that's what it is.
Right. Emery is clowning low key tonight. He trying to be good. Y'all see him? He keep trying to woosah.
I am
Keep
good.
It together.
You tell me that.
So as soon as you get them jeans, I need a video of you jumping to get in them because I know you gonna be jumping to get in them. And I'm afford it for you. I got you. I got you. As always, y'all is hilarious. Y'all be clowning. Emery trying to be good, y'all.
Because Emery is good.
Emery so far from good.
Don't believe it. Ain't my type of hype, baby.
Oh.
Hey, what you know about that?
I don't know why you keep playing.
So what you talking about?
We need to have a dance off.
What up? Me and you?
Hey!
What up?
Challenge.
Wait, I ain't got no. There's a reason. Don't worry about it. Hey, I'm at the. Listen.
Oh God, y'all. He is so stupid.
I was finna get up too and go to dancing.
Hey, we gonna have to give it to y'all one day. Because Emery really think.
Nigga, don't play with me. You think it's a game around here?
Emery
don't
really
let me have no gummies.
You know what?
Lifesavers.
You're gonna make me hit my master button.
You gonna turn me off? Don't be hating, Marcus.
You're driving under the influence of an alcoholic
I understand I've been driving under the motherfucking influence, but I understand that I wasn't also driving. I wasn't driving.
You do understand that you have been arrested, sir?
I understand that I've been arrested.
At this time, we're conducting a criminal
investigation.
Oh, my
God.
Our sheriff's office for court presentation only. You understand that, sir?
I guess who you got the motherfucking camera shining on, too.
First is a balance test. You'll stand with both your feet.
You gonna play the whole thing.
Right.
He's gonna go off in a minute. Wait, you just let it keep going. He's gonna go off.
And that ain't even what it is, y'all. He just eating lifesavers.
It really is just regular old lifesavers. No.
Right, like.
No, I'm a candy guy.
That is the Jelly Bean King.
Facts. It's normally jelly beans. This is true.
Street so funny.
Marijuana candies. Is that
Candies.
What Marcus said?
That's what Street said.
Oh.
Right, cause y'all know we crazy.
No, I be
y'all know we crazy. It just hopes us though. I just want to make sure we ain't missing none.
No, I appreciate y'all again.
Street told us to get that shit.
We had a few people with us tonight, the whole night. I appreciate y'all kicking it with us the whole night.
Definitely, y'all already know.
Y'all always great.
So, before we close out, I wanted to give y'all a heads up about next week. 1 week, and I know y'all heard us reference the 10-year-old birthday party, but we have yet to actually talk about,
Well, I get mad about this subject. I don't know.
we have yet to actually go into it and talk about it. So next week, I really want to talk about baby mama, baby daddy's blended families. I think that this subject is very important because a lot of people feel that them being uncomfortable is a reason to not accept. You feel
Mhm.
me? I'm gonna just leave y'all with that. Um, but y'all be ready because y'all know when we go in, and we don't play around when it comes to the babies. We don't play around when it comes to making
Right.
sure that we do what we have to do as a community to make sure that we all getting what it is that we deserve, because it definitely takes a village to make shit go round. Like, we know that it's been proven to us. So for us to continue to make, justifications for stupid shit is just
I know, man.
not where it's at. So this is the week that we need y'all to, talk to your sister that's going through it. Talk to your brother who his baby mama is keeping him from his kids. Tell
He say,
everybody
let's do it now. His nigga say he ready.
we
Oh,
got
this must be a
time.
touchy subject.
Yeah, because
He
a lot
ready.
of people go through it.
Emotional damage.
A lot of people go through it, and I feel like this will be this gonna be a good week. Because
Yeah.
y'all know me and Emery don't mind calling individuals out and saying what it is for what it is. It ain't no covering it up. It ain't no candy coating it. It ain't no shit. Send your baby mama an anonymous message and send a link to her. Tell her to tune in.
I know.
Hey
Yeah, like,
Kia, you do that,
pull up.
mamas. That
Pull
that
up.
that's what's up. But that's what I really want to talk about next week, because again, I feel like it's important, and it's
Pull up,
very
soldier girl.
it's
Absolutely.
personal to me also. So with that being said, it's been a pleasure and an honor.
It has been a pleasure and an honor.
We appreciate y'all every single week that y'all come back and kick it with
Yeah,
us.
absolutely.
Um, we know our subjects be deep, but it's what we need to talk about. We need to make this normal to have these conversations.
That's really
So
pretty much our purpose too.
yeah,
So many people say that to us. I know they say it to you as well. I know they come to me all the time. You never talk about that. This stuff that needs to be talked about. So even like I talk about a bunch of controversial things on my social media purposely because I know we don't talk about them. I don't shy away from commenting, or opposing
or
views.
posting. Hmm.
I don't mind. You're not supposed to always, agree. And I leave it all. I don't ever like erase stuff, even if it kind of gets heated. It very rarely does, but sometimes it does. I don't take it down because people need to see both, in my opinion, both aspects. It's not a big deal for me. So
You see what Soldier said?
what's he say? I was just thinking about the. Oh man,
She said they had the
they had
nerve
the
to ask me
nerve.
to work tonight. I said no. I have a podcast to attend. Not today.
Listen here. We in there.
Kid said she coaching her nephew through it right now. Debbie mamas get on my nerves. Yes, make sure. I know you're gonna be here next week. I ain't even worried about it.
Man, deadbeat situation is, come on, I don't know. That is,
That is definitely
that's
a
mine.
heated poker
It is though.
that triggers
That it does. That's me. It's gonna get
because
seen. I don't know.
they
I'm
don't
like,
pay attention to what happens to the child. They try their best to hurt the parent, or but not realizing that anyway.
yeah, yeah.
Because
We
y'all
gonna
know
wait. We gonna wait.
we gonna wait. We
We
gonna
gonna
wait.
wait.
Very necessary. Hope it's not uncomfortable, and if it is, then the shoe fits. Tied up. Get ready,
I
because we
know
finna
that's right.
run amok. So,
Sound good.
it's your girl F.l.o.r.
This is Emery. Pull up
We-
on me.
We'll see y'all next week.
Yo. We can have our